Hey everybody, it's Rob from Flailthroughs. This is Gundam Battle Operation 2, and this is more or less the second half of the previous installment of buffs we'd like to see, rounding out the G-line line. Yeah, I should have really structured that sentence better. But I am here once again with Salty Walty, and we are looking first at the G-line Full Custom. It is the one and only support in the G-line assortment, and it's an interesting support because it was one of the earlier things to have melee combo controller and balancer, which still not super common for support, especially at low cost. But also, it also has these really cool like double mini beam scythes, which have a great downswing. Problem being, it has priority 1. So, yeah, the weapons, the other weapons, not bad, but damage is a little bit low. Yeah, 2,500 against the rocket there at level 1 for both cannons hitting. They do hit individually. And most weapons do get a small bonus to, like, inanimate objects. So, yeah, you may get less than that, just in general. It can use either the Federation shotgun that Salty is using or the charging G-line beam rifle that the light armor can use. And, yeah, the shotgun does not terrible damage, but also just, it has no build stun to speak of. Like, people were, given that it showed up after the Camphor and Defreet and that shotgun, people were, like, legitimately upset by that shotgun when it first showed up. But what do you think, Salty?
So, this suit wouldn't need a whole lot of changes to be good. One of the weakest parts about the suit is the shotgun. 6 shells, and I think it's depending on your range. So again, with the standard Xeon shot, like the standard Xeon shotgun, the Federation shotgun lives and dies by lag. I've put a full 6 shots into people before and never seen them stun.
Mm-hmm.
But like right there, you just seen me stun Rob in 2 shots, and then look at that, 2 shots, and he did not stun.
Yeah.
And I'm even closer now. So, one way to fix the shotgun is to I would give it at least 10 rounds or 10 shells. Make it 2 shot pretty much at any or any like if I'm looking at you, you should be able to be stunned in 2 shots. It's a shotgun for one. Sub-weapon version of this weapon should have a slug. Single shot, heavy stagger. Because I think the shotguns in this universe are 193 millimeter shells.
Man.
And they're tungsten rounds. And for a slug hitting you like that would heavy stagger a mobile suit.
Oh, yeah.
That would fix the shotgun instantly, because you would heavy stagger, and then as you're getting closer, blowing away with the shotgun. By the time they're up, they're getting ready to get stunned again by your shotgun for you to get in with your sights. The sights, a little low. I'm on the 600 cost version of this suit. I think it's 600 cost at level 4.
Should be, yeah.
My sights only do 2415, and that's pretty low for this cost. The beam cannons are, I think, 1300 damage per cannon, so that's 2600 damage at 600, which is really, really, really low for this cost. So the damage needs to be increased, and that's also including his suit, which is level 1, and each cannon does 1000 damage, so in total 2000 damage if both cannons stun. So a slight damage increase into probably about 1200 damage for the cannons would be perfect. The beam rifle, again, like we said last video, should be 2 stun on charged, 2 shots per for a stun. And the Vulcans, technically, I don't think this one was actually designed during the 1-year war like all the other G-lines were. I think this was 0081, this version of the suit, or 0083. It should have GPO-1 style head Vulcans, technically.
Yeah, given that given that the serial number on all of them is RX-81, I'm assuming that probably even if they were designed during the war, they weren't produced until then.
They were designed and built, but just the bodies, just the inner frame, and that was it.
Okay.
The war ended before they finished the suits, and then Code Fairy kind of that. Oh, you're gonna have to bleep that. Kind of screwed that up. Sorry, chat. That was my mistake. Code Fairy kind of screwed up the timeline by introducing, I think, the assaults and the standard and light armor during its very final mission. Those were not supposed to appear during that timeline, so it's a little weird canon-wise now. So besides that, I feel like this thing needs more perks in the form of it needs full-on defensive perks. It needs a bunch of buffers. It's wearing essentially Chobham armor at this point. This G line, and I would give it at least level 2 leg buffers, arm buffers, and shoulder buffers. Let me see the chest. Let's face the sun for me.
Fun.
Yeah, it should definitely have chest buffers too, because that's a pretty beefy chest. And up its melee priority to level 2, so it can really tango with a lot of the gens. It should be a gen fighter.
Yeah.
And that's really all I have. Honestly, it wouldn't even take that much to fix this suit. What do you think?
I think you've mostly got it. I think those changes would generally help. The priority 2 thing definitely. Either an increase to the damage of its cannons and Vulcans, or a much higher ranged mod would be good. The one alternative to the various buffers, what about the ballistic armor perk that the Chop Armor Alex has?
I don't like those perks. I
That's
don't think
fair.
they're not a good design perks, because then as soon as you're half health, you lose all your ballistic defense.
Yeah, I really feel like the base level of those should be like, you lose the special abilities, or, you go down to like 50% defense instead of 0. Because 0 makes no sense.
Yeah, it's not like the armor's completely gone. Though, like the ballistic armor and the anti-beam armor are just terrible perks in general. Bad designed. Those need to be changed.
Yeah. Beyond that, though, I don't really have much else to add, because I feel like the balancers in particular would be the thing that really helped this. So at least at short range. And we are following up with the G-Line Assault Armor, which is a really nice design, and could definitely use some work. It is a raid. It has the really nice heat lance, 3-hit melee. Oh, I forgot how much distance you get on that downswing. Also has a ballistic cannon, which only has 3 rounds of ammo, which I feel like is another early game artifact, kind of like the Zaku 1's bazooka, just they didn't want to have, they wanted raids to have a serious drawback, I think, to their stunning early in the game, but that is not a thing that is really useful, or, not a good way to balance things anymore, I don't think. Its only hand weapon is the shotgun, which we talked about before, and needs help. And Vulcans are kind of lackluster too. But it has a decent amount of perks. It does have the 3-hit melee. It's at some point got shield break, stance mastery, and damage control, among others. But it's still probably use. What do you think, Salty?
So out of all the G lines, this one's my favorite. This has always been one of the coolest looking designs, because it's just got this ridiculous heat lance on it and this claw shield, which is just such a cool design to me. And in GBO1, a lot of people, for those who haven't played GBO1, a little tidbit: this thing used to be a support. Um, and I kind of want to bring back some of the abilities it had from GBO1 in the form of its cannon. I would like to give it a sub weapon that allows it to fire 3 rapid fire shots, kind of like whose cannon does that? The Jib Sniper 3's cannon and the Hyzak cannon. I think that would make this be able to break damage control and maneuver armor really well. Along with the buffs to the shotgun I mentioned for the what do you call it? The full custom. So the one problem with the lance, it has an extremely long cooldown time, which is pretty bad for the amount of damage you do. While the lance itself it has a high damage number to it. The problem is you can't hit down targets. As I'm tankier than Rob, let Rob. Wait, is there a way I can knock myself over so you can try to hit me with the downswing?
Um, well, I try jumping. This may not work.
All right,
Work.
sweet. All right, I hit the ground.
Oh, I actually
You
connected.
actually hit me. Weird.
Oh, wow.
So
yeah, I was just showing off how bad the downwards range on the lance is with the Type 61 tank here, which I tried to hit like 3 times now, and have not been able to touch. Like, it's one of those things where if the geometry of the mobile suit you're fighting is thick enough, if you hit it exactly at the right angle, you will get the damage, and otherwise you're just going to go sailing right past. Like, I think I tagged the edge of Salty's foot, and if I had been lined up with the shins, which of course sit lower, I would not have connected with it.
So that is the main problem with this suit. If you're playing with this, chances are you're going to miss your downswing on fallen ally or enemies. So the way you have to follow up is just with a neutral, and the neutral doesn't do all that much damage. So my idea is to either make the lance heavy stagger or instant knockdown, just like the E4DS's Heat Halberd. This would not make this suit that strong. It wouldn't really help it all that much. It does have, I think, slightly better range, except for, well, with the downswing it does, but like, I feel like the neutral and the sides are about the same range as the Heat Halberd.
Yeah, I'd say
honestly. And I would give it a heavy attack for the claw shield in the form of it would dash forward as with the heavy attack, the arm would go up, the claws would open, you would grab and then throw and turn the enemy unit. So as you throw, you turn with them. This would allow you to switch to your lance and follow up with some melee damage. Lore-wise, and BB Studios left this out, this is supposed to mount 2 beam sabers on the rear armor also.
Yeah. On this
We're
model,
missing 2 sabers.
Yeah, on this model, that's where the shotgun goes when you're not using it. So, I maybe that's why they left it out. But yeah, giving it a multi melee option, especially if the lance kept its relatively long cooldown, probably not be a bad plan.
So, a lot of it's got good versatility when it comes to mid-range. I'm fine with how this plays, but again, the shotgun needs to be buffed. Give it that sub-weapon in the form of the slug, and give it the 3-round burst, rapid-fire burst mode for the cannon, for, just extra DPS, and maybe stun if you're able to focus somebody. And this suit also would... this would also benefit from buffers in the form of arms, chest, and legs. Maybe a backpack buffer too, because this backpack is kind of like obnoxious.
Yeah.
But yeah. Other than that, what do you think, Rob?
I think, I had like some kind of coherent thought, and it just kind of left while I was testing weapons. But I think for the most part, you've got the right of it. I think, I really would like to see the claw shield implemented. That's what I was thinking about. One of the comments on the previous video mentioned that somebody took the took the model for this into Blender, and the claw is not even implemented. That part of the model is just a hollow block. So
Oh, that's awful.
yeah, like at the very least, it should exist for counter tackles. But yeah, it just really, you know, like it's another one of those, again, early suit compromises. It's like one of the, more distinguishing features of the thing. It did not make it into the game. Like, this is why when GBO2 first started, we were kind of shocked that they actually got the transforming mobile suits to, water, to all these things. Because yeah, their GBO1 had an awful lot of, cut corners, probably, I guess, because of the PS3's capabilities, or just, again, the schedule.
Yeah.
But yeah, there is definitely, I don't feel like I have anything better than all that to add. But yeah, this could definitely use some help. But yeah, it's a really nice design. I always like the look of it, but just always really, like, everything about it is like hit or miss. Like, you can the shotgun, the lance, all of it just really hard to connect with sometimes. And if that's the case, I feel like uh it should have more power at the very least to compensate for that. But yeah, those are our thoughts on the rest of the G-Line series. Let us know what you think in the comments. And that is going to do it for today's Gundam Battle Operation 2. We will be back soon with more. Till next time, everybody take care and have fun. Later.